Hello, guys. Svavar Knútur saying hi on my beautiful balcony in in Reykjavik. I just wanted to show you the weather is just beautiful in Reykjavik now. But for me, this is not my favorite kind of weather, though, because it's too shiny, it's too bright, too much. Um, Too much sun. I really like it when it's a little bit darker. So welcome to another stream of Heart to Heart, where we get to chat with singer-songwriters around the world and artists and people that I really respect and love and I really appreciate. And I would like to bring up just because we're really good friends, and I love doing this with my friend Tryggvi. So I'm just going to bring Tryggvi in. Hey, man.
Hey, man. Good to see you.
You see, we got the northern lights in the background. Let's put the volcano. Oops. Put the volcano in the background. I like it better.
Yeah, I think that is also more appropriate for this time of year. Like, we're not getting any northern lights at this time, so it makes more sense.
But I'm really, really excited today to bring to this little conversation, this hangout, and this opportunity to just get together with other artists. An artist that you and we both admire a lot, and we've talked about how much we really admire her music and her talent and her amazing. My kids are putting the curtains down so they can watch TV because. Yeah, they don't want to go out anymore. They've been out in the sun all day, so I guess they don't just want to chill now inside, which is very normal. So I just came from a funeral. I was playing at a funeral in the south of Iceland, and it's just such a wonderful feeling to be trusted with, other people's grief, and just like this kind of confidence that they show you when you get to do that. I really hope. Have you ever played a funeral, Tryggvi?
No, but I have great respect for people who do that, and I think that's one of the greatest honors that a musician gets shown, to be trusted with that. I totally agree with that.
You're definitely a funeral singer, man. You have the kind of presence and voice to serve this kind of farewell really well.
Well, I would totally be honored and privileged to do that sometime.
So I see we have an audience here, this tens of people, and from all over the world, saying hello. Yeah, it's not exactly a buzz, Leslie. It's more like just an honor. And kind of you get this fulfilling feeling that you are actually serving your community well, and you are helping other people get through grief. I just wanted to admire my tomatoes. I know you can't see them very well, but this has been in my living room now, this plant, almost all winter, just trying to survive, and now it's just so happy because the sun is shining on it. So it's...
I'm jealous of all you tomato eaters out there.
Oh, tomatoes are the best. But let's not dilly-dally. I want to invite the most amazing artist and a beautiful singer-songwriter. And we've watched her along with her partner play as the poems for Jamiro at many Melodica festivals. And she is a great part of the Melodica family. And really just an amazing artist, both a musician, a singer, and a multi-instrumentalist, and an amazing violin player, and a pianist. So it's just...
And an amazing person as well.
Yeah, warm and kind. It's just... I'm now she's starting to blush, which is the purpose of saying stuff like that. So I just wanted to invite Laila Nysten on. Hey.
Hi. So good to see you both. I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, beautiful. Is it dark already in Hamburg?
Almost. We have a storm going on right now, but I pulled up the blinds so that you could see me better without the light behind me. So
Oh,
it seems like I have a candlelight feeling going on here, but I actually don't.
it would be great to see a lightning, if there was a lightning. That would make
Oh,
me so happy.
I think I can make something like that happen.
It's so funny.
Wait.
Everyone looks at Icelanders and says, "Oh, you have volcanoes. It's amazing." And we go like, "You have lightnings."
Yes. Yeah, that's one of the things that I'm always so amazed of. Like when we met in the States in Nashville, like that was one of the things that like one of the highlights of my trip, to see lightnings, like proper rainstorms.
You don't usually get that?
No.
No, very seldom. But in the recent years, we've seen more because of climate change.
Yeah.
There's like different weather conditions that make the weather a little bit weirder. So
It's still very rare though.
yeah.
Okay, well, I live in Hamburg, so we have rain all the time. It's like more rain than sun. So
Okay,
I'm
I'll see you
always
there
happy.
tomorrow then.
Oh, I've never found blue skies to be exciting. I think they are quite boring actually, because a blue sky has nothing in it. There's no
Yeah,
no
it's
paintings.
overrated. Totally
Yeah.
overrated.
It's an empty sky,
That's right. It should be at least at some clouds.
Yeah. I mean, gray is so many colors. There are like infinite colors in the color gray. It's not even one color gray. Why would you even say that, man? But with this one amazing thing about like this, I didn't even know about this until I was in München one time, and my friend was telling me about this, that the lightnings don't just go down, they sometimes go across the cloud.
Yeah.
And for tens of kilometers. So sometimes you hear a thunder that is basically the sound of a lightning traveling for 50 kilometers. And it's just compounding. It's like... And I think that's like the most exciting sound I've ever heard.
I really
Wow.
love being inside when there's a thunderstorm. Like when I was a kid, I used to be afraid of them, and I used to think that if I didn't close my window, it could get in to get me somehow. So my parents taught me how to count after the thunder. After the lightning, so you could count how far the thunder would be away, or like the whole thunderstorm.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to count seconds after the lightning bolt, and then when you hear the thunder, you divide it by 3, and then you know how many kilometers it is away from you.
Right.
At least that's what I learned as a kid, but I don't know if it's really true.
Wow.
That's very interesting.
So it's like 3 kilometers per second or something.
Yeah. No,
Wow.
3 seconds per kilometer.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, really? Okay, cool. But I was just thinking about this when you said that you like to be inside during a thunderstorm. There is a word in Icelandic called veðurteftur, and it means to be snowed in. You can't go. You're stuck in the town you're in. You're stuck in the village because of the storms. Because the snow is just like the roads are just covered in snow completely, or there's too much storm that the cars would just blow off the roads or something. So you're stuck. And it's the most beautiful word in the Icelandic language, I think, because it's the only situation where I just stay. It's like, oh, all right, okay, I'm just gonna chill.
That's nice. It takes pressure off you as a person. You don't have to be anywhere, and it's not your fault. Like no one can be held accountable.
Exactly. You're just veðurteftur. And I love it when the weather is really bad and the snow and the storm and and you look out and the sea is just like roaring up, and it's just like lots of like big waves, and it looks like you would just die if you went out there, but you're just safe inside and you're just reading a book, and you look out the window, you just go like, "Sure, give it your best shot."
Yeah,
So
it wasn't until I met you, Svavar, that I started appreciating bad weather, for sure.
Yeah. And then you wrote that song Allra vera von, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's that is kind of, it's inspired by you in many ways. Like it totally is, the lyrics. Those like that view like of the weather, like how you just go on despite everything. That comes from you.
So that song I was telling you guys about, Allra veðra von, is a song by Tryggvi, and it means like you can expect any weather. So just dress up and face it, you know.
And all kids in Iceland know it by heart now.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It's not even a kid's song, but kids love it because it's just about just putting on your raincoat and just saying, you know,
like
this.
Fuck you, weather. Yeah.
I think Leslie was asking if you could play it. I think we should maybe later in the show you could do Allra veðra von.
Yeah, cool.
But Laila, tell us a little bit about your music and where you're coming from. I mean, people probably want to hear.
Oh, right. So I don't know where to start. Probably the beginning. So I was trained as a classical musician at first. Like I was just a classical violinist playing all the fun scales and stuff that you're expected to play. And then when I was at the music academy, I met Nina, and then we started Poems for Jamiro, or rather it was her solo project first, and then I got on board, and then we kind of formed this band and traveled around Europe and met all of you guys. And it was really nice because it was the first time for me where I didn't have to think about how to make music, or like it wasn't expected of me to like play something a certain way because it was original music and I wasn't used to that. And yeah, that's when I got into pop music, or whatever you would call it, indie music, folk music, all the musics that weren't classical. So yeah, and of course I like had started to play the violin as a child, and I took on piano when I was 16, so that was pretty late, and I always sang. The only thing I really can't play is guitar. It's too many strings. Yeah, and then I started writing songs for myself as well along the way. But I've always struggled in a way that I'm very slow with my songs. So I need to sit and think on something for months, and then I don't know, someday it just pops out and then it's done. But I feel that maybe I've written, I don't know, 5 or 6 songs that I think are good and that I want to keep, and everything else feels like practice, more or less. But it's a journey.
It is certainly a journey. And I think it's so great to get like a classically trained musician into the folk scene, because it's like, yeah, now you're on our side, you know. That not so much that it's supposed to be sides, but it's just great because classical music has maybe at least in Iceland a very, very snobbish appeal, that it is for the high educated and you're supposed to be so good, and it's not for normal people to do it, and so music is a bit exclusive, you know, like that. And you're even exclusive, like you have to be able to enjoy classical music, you have to be very smart, you know. But but then for folk music, it's the music of the people, it's for people by people, and it's so good to get, you know, someone that really plays really well, like, and has great skills to also import that into folk and, you know, that this popular music.
Yeah, I really like the transfer also, because coming from classical music, I knew a lot about the theoretics and not so much about my own feelings towards the music that I was playing. Like, I think I had it, but I didn't reflect upon it. And now I'm trying to forget everything that I know about theory and just to feel and get it out there. And that's very exciting, but also scary in a way, I think. Because sometimes you don't really know what you pull out of yourself. It could be anything, and then you have to look at it, and it's like it's out there, and you have to deal with it.
That's the greatest thing. Because like when you are actually a great craftsperson with your art, then you can do so much more with your feelings, with your heart, and with like what's coming out of you. It's just beautiful. Oh, do you mind, Laila, if I share with the people your song.
No,
Like you
please
sent-
go ahead.
Because we wanted to be sure to have high quality on the sound and stuff, and we didn't know if, because of the internet connection on your side, we didn't know if it was going to be perfect. So you made 2 videos for us. So I'm just going to put one of them up here, and it's the one with the cellist. What is the song called, Laila? Can you tell us about it?
Well, that one is actually a cover that I did with a friend last week. So we decided during the lockdown that we wanted to do a project together, because she is a cello player and also started out classical like me, and she sings as well. So we wanted to do a little cover together where we sing and loop and play at the same time. So we chose it's actually a cover of a cover. So we chose the Say My Name by Destiny's Child in the version by Olafur Arnalds.
Oh,
Ooh,
all right.
Exciting.
Icelandic connection right there.
It's strong.
Oh. So let's see how this goes. Cool. Thank you, Laila. Let's check it out.
Say my name, say my name. Say my name, say my name. Any other day I would call, you would say, baby, how's your day? But today it ain't the same. Every other word is a huh, yeah, okay. Could it be that you at the crib with another lady? If you're talking then, first of all, let me say, I'm not the one to sit around and be played. So prove yourself to me. I'm the girl that you claim. Why don't you say the things that you said to me yesterday? Say my name, say my name. Say my name, say my name. Say my name, say my name. If no one is around you, say baby I love you. If you ain't running game, say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady, ain't calling me baby. Mind a sudden change. Say my name, say my name. If no one is around you, say baby I love you. If you ain't running games, say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady, ain't calling me baby. Better say my name.
Woo! Nice.
Thank
Very
you.
nice. Oh.
It's exciting to do this like via video and not live.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, there's like no one way to do stuff like this. There's no one way. That's the beautiful thing about live streams and stuff. You can, like, there's no rules. You know how to do it. You just figure out how you want to, you know, present stuff. You know.
That's really cool.
Actually, quite nice. So, when did you start? When did you and Nina start the project? I mean, I remember you from like early melodicas, like
Yeah.
more than
I
5-6 years ago.
Yeah, I think we started playing together in 2014. So we met at the music academy and we found out that we were actually from the same part of town, but studying in a different town, so we didn't know each other from home. And yeah, that was almost 7 years ago. And then pretty quickly we just yeah, drove everywhere with Nina's car and played wherever people wanted us to play. Oh yeah, and Björn is asking if it was Rabea. Yes, indeed it was.
Cool. Thank you, Rabea Bollman, for gracing our little show.
She also
Awesome.
has a wonderful solo project, and I think she's also appeared in some melodica festivals.
Your voices really matched well.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
Thanks.
like, I love the way they sound together.
Thanks. I think it's really nice to sing like harmonies and octaves together because you can just you can act like an instrument with your voice and not so much like just vocals in front and then instruments in the back, but I just like to merge everything.
Yeah. Oh, Paul Caterback asks, when songwriting, do you do music first or the lyrics?
Should I answer this or is it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, it depends. When I was younger, I used to write poems first, and then I would find melodies to the poems. And but sometimes I don't know, it just didn't feel right because when I was writing lyrics, I wanted everything to rhyme, and it felt very square in a way. So at one point, I started reversing the process and just taking a melody that I liked, or maybe just play it on the violin or on the piano, and then also sing it and play around with it and trying to find maybe some words that fit into the spaces. And sometimes, or more often than not, some topic would present itself, and I would think upon it while I practiced that melody, and then I also had like the theme of the song, and then I would work on the rest. But it's more like small fragments that way. So I used to complete more songs faster when I started with the lyrics, and now it's more like small shards of songs, but they're more musically thought, I guess.
How about you, Tryggvi? Where do you start out?
Like I used to start with the lyrics. That was like I wrote the melodies and the lyrics first before I even touched an instrument. And like I did that for years. But now usually I start with, figuring out some chords or stuff, and then I do the melody and the lyrics come last. So like I've actually kind of just flipped my old habits. So like I'm trying to do it the other way around now. Just to kind of mix it around a bit.
I've always had the most trouble with the lyrics. Basically, the melodies almost always come first. And then I'm struggling to find the lyrics to them because I feel that there is actually, the melody is an idea that is demanding words and not just any words, but the correct words. It's really tiring, yes, exhausting process.
Something that I've never done before, but I'm like these days I'm writing a song like by total accident. My grandmother gave me a poem by her when I was 17, and I lost it like in a couple of days. And I found it during COVID. I actually found it again, like by some, like in a collection of Garfield comics. Like what a random place to find a poem by your grandmother. So I was like, okay, this, like, now I have to do something with this. And like I think I've only once written a song to somebody else's words, and that's a completely different game, I think. But like figuring out melodies and things to words from someone else. But like I'm loving like this the challenge. It's such a challenge, but it's such a fun challenge to do.
That's why I also like co-writes, because it's easy sometimes to just do something yourself and not have anybody else reflect upon it. But if you write together with someone, you always you constantly get input that you have to, I don't know, do something about, or you have to discuss what somebody means or why you do something, and that's really, really fun, I think.
And you also just need to at least react to the other person. So which is also for me, I've had this co-writer with me for since 2006. So we don't work together all the time, but every time I write something, I always send it to him and so how does this sound to you? Do you have anything to add to this? And so I guess I'm always co-writing. But it's just such a normal process for me that of course I send this to someone else and make them criticize it and take it apart.
Say something mean.
Yep.
Say something mean. I
just
dare
getting
you.
input, just getting a little bit of editor input is sometimes good.
Yeah.
But I just have
important.
this mean inner editor, which always is telling me everything I do sucks. And then I'm I think 99% of the songs that I start writing, they just they are torn to shreds by that mean inner editor. No.
Yeah, mine does that too. But I'm getting better at being not filtering anything while I'm writing, and then send it to someone and they can just, because I'm realizing that my inner editor is sometimes way too harsh.
It always is, isn't it?
Yeah. I maybe should do that more also, just send people some songs. I'm usually too intimidated because all the people that I do music with are really, really great songwriters, and sometimes I think, oh my, who am I to send them a song? Why would they be interested? Why would this be good in their eyes? So I don't do it, but I think my inner censor is just as bad, so, or maybe even worse. So I might as well just send it along to someone.
Yeah.
Maybe I will send it to you, Tryggvi, and you can
I
send
was
me a song
I was
too.
just gonna suggest that. That's a great idea. Let's do that.
Paul Katerbeck says, what song do you wish you would have written?
Wow, that's an intense question.
I would say every time we say goodbye, I wish I would have written that one.
Nice.
By Cole Porter. It's just so beautiful.
That's a great song.
Yeah, and it's one of these songs that paints itself when it goes there's no love song finer, but how strange the change from major to minor. And it goes from major to minor. It's just like Hallelujah, when it goes the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall and the major lift. And it's basically the chords. He's describing the chords of the song.
That's awesome.
But it's the first time I remember that kind of technique being used.
I think for me it would be any Ben Folds song, because what I just admire about him is how he tells stories. And it's never about how do I get the lyrics to sound good or make them rhyme. It feels like somebody's just telling you something unfiltered, but it's such a great musical package that you never think about why he breaks the rules. But it's so great. It's just so intuitive, and that's why it is perfect. And it's just.
No, I've actually met Ben Folds once.
Oh my God.
At a book signing. He was signing his book and also had a concert. It was 30 people, a 30 people concert, and you could also ask him questions and stuff like that. That was amazing. And I shook his hand. Oh, and you read the book.
Yeah, I read the book afterwards because we met in Nashville a few weeks after that, right?
Yeah.
And
just a few days after.
Yeah, a few days. So I read the whole book while we were in Nashville together. We were there for 3 weeks. I'm a quick reader.
And it's a pretty long book as well.
You were in Nashville for 3 weeks?
Yeah. We actually wanted to be there for a little longer to just experience the music scene, maybe get in contact with new people, write some songs, play some gigs. And we kind of did also, but it also was a pretty challenging time. I don't know why, but things just felt very hard. So It was more like, what have we gotten ourselves into, staying 3 weeks in the same place? Like, you got to make the most of it, and time is constantly in your face and telling you, you only have 2 more weeks. You got to do more with it. You never
You
know
only
when
have
you
one and
will
a
come
half more
back.
weeks.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
right.
You have one more week now.
That's
I
right.
hate that. Oh, that reminds me of when you're saying like the just like the flow of the story in a song. There's a song by Midlake called Roscoe. Remember that one?
Yeah, that's a great song.
Stone cutters made them from stones chosen especially for you and I. It just completely rolls. And I think a lot of people who love that song just could basically just sing it, but it has no form. There's no form to it.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, this is a space ape, space monkey. It's my
Hi.
son's favorite monkey.
Hey, Space Monkey.
Hey, he seems to have he like when he I think it was his sister. She seems to have tied him to a chair
Oh
in
no.
some kind of CIA interrogation style position, and it was.
I love your kids, Svavar. They are the most amazing bunch.
They have their moments that are weird. I love them.
Oh yeah,
Great.
say hi for me when you see them.
I will. Just wondering if he could like play the ukulele. Yeah, he could. Hey. Hey, space monkey, play the uke. All right. Yeah, there you go.
That's nice.
That's what space monkeys do.
I really want to make a music video where like forest creatures sing my song.
Ooh, yeah.
Perfect. Do you want it to be animated, or should it be acted, or?
Just like puppets. Like,
Perfect.
yeah. I'm actually working on stuff like that. Should be fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say like you're doing something in that direction at least.
Yeah, we're making all these backgrounds together, me and the kids,
And
which
me.
is fun. Yeah, and Tryggvi. Tryggvi helped me paint this volcano there. Look. I don't know if you can
Wow.
see it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's impressive.
Yeah, volcano. It's
I think that's the best piece of art I've been involved with.
yeah. It's it's so much fun to make like just something like big like that and just splashing and fun.
I think it's also nice that for once you actually have the time to do arts and do more of like the craftsy kind of
Oh yeah.
part of your existence that maybe doesn't have room otherwise.
Yeah,
It's so
that's
great.
that's definitely what happened to me. Like I could never do anything with my hands, like except like music. That was kind of like the only place where my hand kind of did what I wanted them to do. But like trying to draw or paint was like my brother is an amazing artist, so like I also like had to compete with him, which was like impossible. But like because of COVID, I suddenly had time on my hands and like started figuring things out, and now I'm doing like a painting a day with pastels.
Wow.
Yeah, and like I've been kind of like it hasn't been always a painting a day. Sometimes like a painting takes 2 or 3, 4 days, but I've been like trying to keep up with that since January at least, and it's been great fun. Like I've never had time to do that before, or like
Cool.
And I
the
think
space.
the most beautiful thing about it's like Bob Ross. It's not about becoming some kind of master. It's just about the journey of just like, enjoying creating
Yeah,
and making.
happy accidents.
Yeah,
Definitely.
just create.
And yeah, and also I think that's just part of us being musicians, that maybe we just give ourselves credit for the part that we know how to do because we were taught to do them, or it's like part of our livelihood. But all the other art forms that we can experience or that we actually enjoy creating, we don't really give us credit to be all-round artists, I think, because we always want validation for what we're doing, and if we're doing something just for ourselves, it's harder to tell people that, hey, I'm an artist because I do this and that. because sometimes people don't really believe that you are a full-time artist if you don't make money off of it. I think it's really toxic to think that way, but I also have to like constantly remind myself that I can be an artist without selling like 10,000 records.
Yeah. And also it's like the question of success too. You know, you're like if you are basically making a meager living off your art and your like your instrument and your skills, you're already a successful artist. You're just not famous. And like, for example, for me, I can provide for myself and my family, you know, modestly. That's a great success for me. You know, I don't need, I've never needed, and I really don't like can't relate to this idea that you should be like admired by thousands, you know.
Yeah, that idea of success like does not appeal to me at all.
I think it's a very hard life to lead.
Yeah, and it's a myth. And I think the moment you get into that kind of success, you get trapped by the machine.
Yeah, and people can get very mean if you don't like if they don't see you as a person anymore, but like an art figure or something, they dehumanize you in a way that you maybe don't get treated the way you should as a human at all times.
I think that's the beautiful thing about the folk scene is that it's really difficult for that kind of relationship to form.
That's right.
To be dehumanized, because it depends on your relationship, interhuman relationship with your audience and your friends, you know.
Yeah, it's like it's even in the name, folk. So so it can't really be anything else.
I think for me, I am actually appalled. Like I feel, what's the word? I feel repulsed by the idea of adoration and like stadium, and everybody goes, you know, like that you're supposed to be some kind of Jesus Christ figure in other people's lives.
Yeah.
It disgusts me, and it's a disgusting thought. Instead of just serving a community and just happening to be someone that, you know, makes nice music that people like.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe even if we go back to classical music, maybe be more like Bach, because he just saw his work like as a craft. He was like, he was doing a service to his community and also to God, because that was kind of his job. And it was just a job to him. Like there was like a craftsmanship to it that you could learn, and then you could be good at it because you worked hard for it, and that's it.
I think also Brahms and Schubert, if we're looking at like classics, both of them kind of approached their art like Brahms just went down to the pub and he played his songs for the people in the pub,
Yeah.
you know, to try out the songs. And Schubert basically wrote a lot of his songs on an acoustic guitar, and he considered himself just a singer-songwriter, really. So that was kind of cool, you know. And when people are always saying, "Oh yeah, oh Mozart, he died so young. He died. He was only like 30 something." Very young, and then, well, Schubert was younger.
He was 27 or 28, I think.
Yeah.
Schubert is in the 27 club. Yeah.
Oh, didn't know that.
Beautiful music.
Absolutely. Oh, Tryggvi,
Yeah.
Allra vera von, could you play it for us? Right now. You're in the kindergarten when you work.
I'm in my classroom. So
yeah.
Here you can see it a little bit.
So works in a
completely by myself.
He is the rock star of the west end of Reykjavik, the kindergarten kids and the parents, and in the best possible way.
Yeah,
and,
like this is the best way to get like I'm building up an audience. I'm building up a fan club from
future fan base.
Yeah.
You gotta get them young.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, Laila, Tryggvi has curated concert series in the kindergarten, so he gets other artists to come and play for the kids.
That's really cool.
And I mean, we're talking about proper concerts, high-profile artists come and just like play in the classroom.
Wow.
And like
that's cool.
I've been lucky with also like I'm working with another musician here. This girl who is both a drummer and a pianist, and like writes music. And like when she did a concert and like had her drums and everything here, and then the kids got to play everything afterwards, it was like, wow, we have to do more of these things. Like and also like some musicians, like when the word started getting out, some people like asked, so like, can I come to your school and do a concert for the kids? I'm like, yes, please. Like people are actually wanting to do that. And
Perfect.
there's such an appreciative audience as well.
Sure.
And my last single that I put out, which is not a kid song at all, I was asked, like when we were singing together, the kids asked, like, can you please sing Viður Meitt? Like, yeah, have you heard it? I'm like, yeah, we've been listening to it on Spotify at home, and I'm like, yeah, and then I played it, and they all knew it by heart, and I was like,
Wow.
that's amazing. That's kind of like, this is the high point of my career. Like, it's not like this is the best it gets. Like, it doesn't get better than this.
Because it's so pure. It's so pure. There's no other agenda to it, you know?
Yeah, and no attitude. They can just feel and just
exactly, you know? and like relate to that. And I'm like, wow, I have this amazing choir of like 26 5-year-olds who like sing my music better than I can ever do, and like with such purity and such feeling, and like I'm like, wow, that's like, yeah, I'm just lost for words with that. But maybe I'm gonna do that song then now.
Yes, please.
All right, cool. Alla vera von.
Alla vera von.
All right, cool. Hold on. There we go. Tryggvi, there you go.
Thank you. Allra veðra von, ég geng af stað með bros á vör. Úlpa og gúmmískó, ég renni upp í há. Í gegnum hríðarbyl, frostbitnar kinnar og kaldar tær. Glaður greikast bor og sigli beiti. Sama á hverju dynur þetta mína leið, þó að fenni við sporin, það gerir ekkert til. Því á morgun kemur vorið, á morgun verður aftur hlýtt. Það verður aftur allra veðra von. Í morgun skímu ég legg úr vör. Úlpa og gúmmískó, ég renni upp í há. Sama á hverju dynur þetta mína leið, þó að fenni við sporin, það gerir ekkert til. Því á morgun kemur vorið, á morgun verður aftur hlýtt. Það verður aftur hlýtt. Sama á hverju dynur þetta mína leið, þó að fenni við sporin, það gerir ekkert til. Því á morgun kemur vorið, á morgun verður aftur hlýtt. Það verður aftur hlýtt. Thank you guys.
Thanks so much, Tryggvi. Sorry.
Just imagine 26 5-year-olds singing that. That blows your mind.
It's beautiful.
I remember this song. It
It's
gets
such a
me very
hopeful song
nostalgic.
too. Sorry, it's so hot. I'm just gonna take off this. Sexy Svavar.
Oh, I miss going to melodicas. I miss meeting all those amazing artists, and like you in particular. And one of the first melodicas that I went to abroad was the one in Nottingham, where I
Yes.
first saw you play your own songs, which was amazing.
Oh God, I was so nervous about that. It was my first gig ever, and I had my violin and a loop station, I think, and
Yeah,
I think I didn't look at anyone for the whole show. I just had my eyes closed, and it was almost like I was tripping because I was so deep in the music and in the feeling, but also high on adrenaline and whatever. And I think I've never felt such an intense connection on stage after that anymore.
yeah.
So
That's one of my favorite festivals that I've been to. One of my favorite gigs.
yeah, definitely, it was great.
I think the Hamburg melodicas were absolutely amazing when they were kind of running as well.
Yeah,
I've been hoping for one there, like
Yeah.
for years.
us too. We were actually trying to get one back together, and then COVID hit. So maybe,
God.
I don't know, in 2 years or something.
Yeah.
Well, I'll come over and help you guys run it when it happens.
Oh, thank you. I will take you up on that offer.
Yeah, Tryggvi is getting really experienced in all of these, you know.
Yeah, like I basically did the one in Nottingham. Like when when we were there, like I was doing the sound almost the whole time and doing all the introductions most of the time, and yeah, I ran it for a day at least.
You were Rob's right-hand man.
Oh yeah,
I think I should do a song for you guys. It's a cover.
Please.
And this one is for all of those wonderful people that like what are watching and enjoying and just like being with us. I'm gonna put myself into focus if it's okay with you guys. Yeah, there we go.
yes.
Hey, and this song is called "You Do Something to Me" by Cole Porter. You do something to me, something that simply mystifies me. Tell me, how can it be? You have the power to hypnotize me. Let me live beneath your spell. Do that voodoo that you do so well. For you do something to me that nobody else can do. Let me live beneath your spell. Do that voodoo that you do so well. For you do something to me that nobody else can do. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-da. That nobody else can do. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Yes, Svavar, you certainly do that to
Awesome.
me. that nobody else can do.
I was smiling the whole time. You're such a good whistler. Oh, Ella! Wow.
Oh yeah, Ella says hi. Oh yeah, and
Hi, Ella.
like thank you. And then there's of course the reverse whistle.
I will let you know. Oh, that would be so nice.
Can never be enough uke. That's true, Catherine. Beautiful, beautiful. Should we get one more song from you, Laila? Because I think our time is starting to run out.
Oh,
We're
sure,
trying to
yeah.
keep this.
And
keep
people
this
are starting cleaning over here, so I'm gonna be moving around, so I'm not in the way of the cleaning people.
Are you on your phone?
No, I'm on my laptop.
Cool. Well, you know, you can actually use StreamYard through your iPhone as well, or the other thing, Android or whatever. Oh, Laila, so what can you tell us about the other song that you're doing with us?
I wrote it a couple years ago when I was having a really bad week. I was freshly heartbroken and also had all my wisdom teeth removed in the same week.
Oh, did you look like a hamster?
What a combo!
Yes.
Oh my god!
Yes. I have like a photo documentation of 10 days from surgery till post, where I was swelling up and swelling down again, and it was hilarious, like at least in hindsight. Yeah, and I was recreational. No, I was like recreating at my parents' place, so they took care of me during that time, and they have a grand piano in the living room. So I sat down there, and this song just popped out in, I don't know, half an hour. And then it was done, and I've never changed it. And I don't know, it just happened to be complete, and I felt a little bit better after that. It's very sad, but I think it also holds some possibility for healing and, I don't know, moving on. Oh, Ella's parents say hi too. Hi back.
So
hey,
it's
Richie.
called In the Meadow,
Carol.
the song?
Yeah, it's called In the Meadow. So I've moved into a studio space recently, and even more recently we had a piano moving in there. So I had a piano to record it on this morning.
Beautiful. I love that we could do that. And, you know, so it's because this is the beauty of the whole thing. It's all flexible. We just make it work.
Yeah.
So the song is called In the Meadow, and here we go. Let's see.
I am standing in the meadow where we used to go and water grass in the clearing of the meadow way before you knew I'd come to grow my own and break the weeds in the night, far from light
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my
I'm
God, I
sorry, I'm
love
putting
your
these back
voice. Oof. It's
Thanks.
amazing.
I've got 2 separate headphones because I haven't figured out how to make these things work properly. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
loud
cool.
and clear.
Wonderful. Oh, let me see. Comments. Oh, Tobias, thank you. Oh, and we should
Hey,
come
Tobias.
to Amsterdam and say hi to Tobias. So, yeah, I'm sorry the time is caught up with us, guys.
It's always when you have fun.
Yes.
Yeah. So Tryggvi and Laila, it's wonderful to have you. And Laila, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be asking you and Nina to come by and like do a duet appearance, if that would be okay with you guys.
That would be awesome. When we find a time where we can make it work for everyone.
Yeah, I think it should be easy. We are also accommodating and joyful people.
Yeah, like I will drop everything just to hang out with you guys. Like anything.
I
would
think
be
that's
really
the
nice.
beauty. I love that about StreamYard. It's almost like Zoom, you know? It's even better than Zoom in many ways.
Mhm.
And it's so easy to just like have a conversation and just like boop, boop, doo, doo, you know?
Yeah, I never heard about it before, but I'm starting to like it very much.
You should try. It's like try. I'm not sponsored by StreamYard, but it's just like when I get happy with something like my ukulele or something, I just like this is a great ukulele. I love it. Yeah.
That's better than sponsorship because like it's really coming from you. Like it's genuine.
Yeah, I don't want to be an influencer, but I love, you know, I love having a good influence on the world. You know, it's good.
You certainly do.
Duh, you guys. So I was thinking about singing another Cole Porter song just for the end, you guys. Laila and Tryggvi, would you stay on? Just like I'm just gonna sing like
Yeah,
one final
Of
song,
course.
Sure.
and then I'm gonna end the broadcast, and then we're gonna just say goodbye to each other in the little quasi Zoom environment. Laila, what's before you leave? What's on the horizon for you guys and for you especially? You have an album coming out, right?
Yeah, I'm making an EP right now, and I think I will have a single out this summer, and we're just shooting a music video for this currently. So yeah, I think it's gonna be this year that I
Yes.
will put out
Amazing.
some music.
I'm really happy and
Um,
excited.
I'm
Me
still
too.
listening to your last EP a lot. Like that's one of my favorite albums.
Oh,
EPs.
cool. Thank you. That was when I wasn't even when I didn't even know what I was doing. I just wanted to put something out in the world, and now I'm thinking about how I want it to sound for real.
Oh, I'm very excited.
I think it's always a really awesome step when you just like start new projects, do new stuff, because it opens up so many new things. I'm doing a little secret project that someday
Ooh.
it might come out, but we'll see. But it's all good. Laila, just again, I want to remind you guys, you can check out Laila's music at Laila Music, like this, .bandcamp.com, and there are some songs of yours there. And soon there will be a lot more. And of course, Poems for Jamiro is also on Bandcamp.
And also like Sean pointed out to us the other day that on Friday, if you buy things
Oh,
on
yeah.
Bandcamp on Friday, it all goes to the artist. So so that's a good day to buy.
Yes. Buy on
Do it.
Fridays.
So guys, again, thank you so much, Laila, for being with us. And I
Thank you
can't
for
wait to see
inviting.
you in Germany again,
Likewise.
coming back to Hamburg.
Please do.
And yeah, super geil. Super geil. Okay. Thank you everyone for watching and being with us. And I'm going to do one more song and then I'm just going to say goodbye. All right. Rup, rup, rup. Ah. It's called Every Time We Say Goodbye by Cole Porter. Changing headphones real quick. Every time we say goodbye, I die a little. Every time we say goodbye, I wonder why a little. Why the gods above me, who must be in the know, think so little of me, they allow you to go. When you're near, there's such an air of spring about it. I can hear a lark somewhere begin to sing about it. There's no love song finer, but how strange the change from major to minor. Every time we say goodbye. When you're near, there's such an air of spring about it. I can hear a lark somewhere begin to sing about it. There's no love song finer, but how strange the change from major to minor. Every time we say goodbye. All right, you guys. See you soon. Oh. See you soon again. And I hope hope you all keep in touch and keep watching. Keep looking out for my little heart-to-heart shows. And I've got like so many amazing people I want to chat with and talk to and see in the future. And I'm really grateful that you guys are watching and enjoying. And I want to thank all the awesome people that support me on Patreon, that make stuff like this possible, which is beautiful, just to be able to do stuff like this. So, so I just say thank you all, and I'll do do a little what's it called? Like a smoke bomb, like wha-cha, like this, and then I just disappear, which is awesome, Or I can do another one like. So yeah, tech is awesome. So I will see you all soon, and thank you so much, you guys.